acquainted. I got Tony, my man, with me. Good to be back, man. We got a hell of a series. We've been waiting for this, I think.
Yeah, the last series we got the cast was sadly a 3-0, but something tells me that this series might just go to distance. We're talking about two high-caliber teams.
Right.
G2, along with Cratos-led XSET. You know what? Let's just hop right into it.
By good fortune, Tony, we're here. We're already here with FaZe and XSET. No waiting. Right into the gameplay, of course, on board with Foul. And a little trade to kick things off. Camo up center map here. FilthyG and Suspector watching it, but Foul going to drop a couple nades. Those tags going to give him some info on where these players are and look at him put it together and pick up the camo as he goes by two. Falcated. Oh, man, the potential there. But Suspector shuts it down.
Breaker right now is going to switch on board. Now we're Bound, who ends up getting a big double kill. If you guys are not familiar with these rosters, we're talking about Falcated, bubu, dubu, Bound, and some random snipe down going up against Porky J, Cratos, FilthyG, and Suspector.
Snipe down. Who's that guy, right?
Who's he?
Of course.
Some Apex kid.
But man, what a team. What a pleasure it is to see this team on screen, of course, next to XSET. This is a hell of a series, Tony. This is some top caliber Halo. We're here to witness it, and we might not be witnessing it too long if that flag stays out. Looks like it's almost captured here by FaZe. Just in the last link, Snipe Down will get the kill, and before he punches that in, Cratos is there to stop them, apparently. Cratos on the return, Bound not in position to save it, so last second, Cratos with a heat wave, he just ruins their day.
The self-proclaimed best player in Halo is showing what he's got. He has the heat wave in hands. Meanwhile, off the screen, Falcated was able to take down Suspector, and Cratos now playing some offense here, trying to get behind enemy lines. The shots going in on bubu, dubu, who are going to force him to back down.
Cratos drawing enemy attention to himself, being in this base. He's waiting for the moment to pull it, and he waits for FilthyG and Porky J to get their kill. So just a little opening for him to take the flag through. Of course, sits down next to heat wave. Next to the planters, either way, I mean, the flag sits down. They're waiting to collect it. Suspector here to cover the flag. And can he do that? Man's in a tough spot, almost return. Bound will get his feet on it, and that's just enough to ensure they don't get any farther with it. But XSET quite a bit of a run there to stop the flag and almost return it.
FilthyG needed to win that individual gunfight so they can secure this camouflage. He wasn't able to do so. Falcon gets the big win. Now bubu, dubu going right in. Bound comes in for the cleanup kill, and most likely that camouflage is going to go in the hands of FaZe.
Bound with a bit of a flank here. FilthyG not ready for it. Melee in, and Cratos still waiting at the back of the base here, so Bound going to try to play carefully. The nades will do the trick. Cratos knocks him, but can he deal with Snipe Down and Falcated knocking on the front door? Man's got the camo too. Snipe Down. Unfortunately, Porky was waiting behind the corner, got a back smack, and that dealt with Falcated quick as well.
Excellent dynamo nades coming out of bubu, dubu. Actually, the second one might have ticked onto Cratos just a little bit, but bubu, dubu still going to like to back down. Ultimately, the player's life currently sitting at 3 kills, also having 6 assists as well, leading his team by far in the assist column.
Back on board with FilthyG, making a rotation with Suspector here in the back of the base. All while they're focused on that blue flag, they are ready to get a counter pull, but do they do it yet? Waiting for the moment here. All 4 members of FaZe currently up around the base. You got one defender there to slow it down, and that defender is Porky J, who is sitting perched up in the back of the base, and honestly, take notes on that spot. Good place to sit to ensure that you can slow down these boys, and I mean, well, it happens. FilthyG, nice little run in session here. Of course, he has to get through bubu, Snipe Down, and he's got to hit his jump too, which unfortunately he didn't, and Bound took advantage. Flag still in play though, Suspector going to carry it.
Yeah, XSET was the first team to actually get that flag across. Meanwhile, FaZe actually have a counterpull of their own, but it might end up getting recovered here by Porky, and it looks like FaZe are trying to recover it as well, but just before it goes in, they come out of nowhere and grab the pull. Snipe Down ends up getting a double kill, but even that, not enough. FilthyG going to go down. Suspector, the final player to go in for this flag touch. He's sitting over towards top utility, and bubu, dubu being real fancy, getting right behind enemy lines. Instead of taking that direct route, Suspector goes down.
XSET just throwing their bodies at that flag in a hope to get the return, but all for naught. Bubu Dubu going to bait and switch with Foul. Easy kill on the Cratos, and an opportunity to pull the flag. Of course, that return now comes through. Camo does sit up on top mid. Porky wants it, but Falcated not going to let him get close. Can they get the hands on the flag, though? Of course, Suspector already out front base here. Not looking back at that base where the flag currently sits, though, right? He's in the middle of a pinch because of it.
And we're finally seeing what that camouflage is made of. FilthyG just sitting towards the top of the map, putting damage on everybody. Somehow not able to stay alive. Still rocking the camouflage, still getting behind enemy lines. Has a player in front of bubu, dubu. The shot's gonna come in. Can he stay alive?
Oh, apparently not. Bubu Dubu would take him. Val gonna now rotate this flag out through. Bound here to escort him as well, and looking like he should be able to get it. I don't see a Cratos here with a heat wave, so it looks like they're okay. First flag in. FaZe gonna start things out confidently, as of course it's only the beginning here.
High IQ play for bubu to pass that flag right over towards Bound, who was full shield while he was one shot. Bound able to secure that flag cap without any kind of resistance. Commando now in the hands, right into Cratos. Back, not able to get the kill, goes in for the melee, takes Cratos down, 2 down. Go Team XSET. I believe I saw a bit of baggage.
I mean, it's already coming out. You got to expect it, right? When you got the heat from somebody like Cratos on XSET, you already know the bags are coming one way or the other. If you're FaZe, if anything, you want to get that timing on it early on. Make sure these boys feel that mental pressure. We'll see. On board with Cratos. Speak of the devil. Going to try to rotate through to flag. His teammates are dead in front of him, but that is quite convenient. He predates the jump up, and Bound clambered it at the moment that he threw the nade in. He got stuck because of it. So Cratos, you know, if luck and awareness combined.
Yeah, 2 great nades coming out of Cratos. First to take out Falcated, and the second one actually sticking Bound right there. The kill lead of this actually entire game, sitting at 15 and 7. Meanwhile, bubu working a 1-2 combo with Falcated. Falcated gonna be the first player to go down, leaving bubu by himself. So what he's gonna do? Smart, high IQ, backing down, and now working on a cutoff for Porky J, who's running the flag with those dynamo nades, going a little haywire.
Yeah, that dynamo went not where it intended. Because of it, unfortunately, he took a little bit of damage. That flag continues through. Porky J with it. Cratos here to cover. Cratos going to replace him. All while that flag makes it to the door. Can they get to the last links? Falcated there to play defense. Can Falcated get the angle? You got bubu looking at it too. Foul with a pickup on the FilthyG. By the way, he did die to Cratos, but it's not enough to stop that flag from going in. XSET, they tie it up. We got a series, or a match at least, on our hands, but very quickly Snip3down a team. They're ready for a counter cap. So this is, of course, the next step. XSET, they can cap, but are they ready to counter?
And now Suspector actually forced to go in for the overextension. Meanwhile, that flag hasn't moved very far since. Bubu off a screen, going right after FilthyG. Suspector now just waiting for that flag to make it towards round utility.
Here it is.
Easy shots coming in, forcing Bound to be one shot in the back down. Suspector doesn't want to stay in the same spot because he knows that he's getting called down, and here comes the stickies.
Suspector hopping on return. Throws a couple days down. Like you said, they do get that return through, so great play at a Suspector to just have faith that reach out would come in time. On board with bubu, of course, though, does take a nice kill to start things off. Going to rotate all the way through, overextend behind enemy lines, and the awareness out of him. Does he get the kill, though? Cratos going to chow through and pre-fire his way to success there. Unfortunate for bubu, he did not return a shot, and he doesn't come out of that fight on top.
Falcated actually going to run into 2 different players. The bait and switch is going to be too strong. Not able to even get a trade-off in that situation. Meanwhile, Snip3down shot looking good. He's going to go down to 1-shot. Suspector coming in for the cleanup. 2 down. Go Team FaZe. Exit 4 minutes and 13 seconds. They can make a run. There's enough time on the board, obviously.
Of course. On board with Bound here. Got to watch out for these dynamo nades. Slides up into FilthyG. You got Cratos, who's got his reticle trained on him, though, right? So trades out Bound immediately. Suspector here to bait and switch with Cratos. Does lose him, but Suspector's still behind enemy lines in the base. What can he do? Does he go for a run immediately? Gonna try to tag up bubu. The man's weak, and bubu's ready.
And let me tell you something, I know Bound has 17 kills right now, and that's quite impressive, but my MVP has to go to bubu. 15 kills, but also following that with 11 assists. Nobody in the game's even close to that, especially not on his team.
On top of that, bubu, I mean, he's got the resources to keep it going, right? Throws a dynamo over to the closet. Got a heat wave in the back pocket. Cleans up FilthyG. He'll make his way through here. Flag taken. Can bubu stop it? Not yet. Thankfully, the flag's been taken from the other side. It's foul with it. He'll rotate it through. Trying to play it patiently, though. We got a bit of a joust. Contested flag on both sides. And Porky J might be the one to ensure that they get the return.
Wingman actually being earned right before that player is going down. Now we're approaching the final minutes of the game. Every second counting here. Suspector actually going down to 1 shot, but luckily he's able to get those dynamo nades. The nades coming in, but no audio tick just yet. There was a second player in there. Falcated. The dynamo nades are actually ticking off, forcing Falcated to back down. Porky J taking out Snip3down, and that's actually going to be 2 down, going for FaZe. Now XSET can take advantage. They have the numbers. 3 out of 4 players on FaZe are down. XSET are on the offense.
Suspector doing what he can just to hold on to the flag. He's got Cratos with him, but I think the nade's looking too strong here. FilthyG, Porky J, they're holding on to top map. Meantime, foul. What a move at a foul! He jumped off the post there, got the extra height, and he was just not ready for it. Snip3down gonna win his fight too. And it's little moments like this that might give them an opportunity for a flag. We got a return at the very least. Thing's gonna hold on. Wow, you can't hide. You can't hide from Bound.
Man has Promethean vision, apparently able to find that player, and using a Promethean gun in the heat wave. Excellent job for him hunting that player down. Falcated Snip3down down.
Yep.
Back-to-back kills. 3 out of 4 down. This time going in favor of FaZe. The camo in the hands of bubu dubu. The flag making it toward the 50% portion of the map. FaZe are phasing up.
They're making progress here for sure, but can they close this flag out? Sits down bottom mid. They made it to their side of the map, past that 50-yard line, but FilthyG's here, playing goalie. Bound rotates to the base, tags him up a little bit, lets him know he's there. It's foul. Actually, no, it's Bound. Look at this man. He comes from the back and then flies out front without any concern for his own life. Their flag did get returned, I believe. A second one now pulled immediately. Suspector, he'll take out Snip3down. What else can he do?
Gets the big kill. Now going to run that flag. Porky J actually has his back, so if they can slay out this one player in Bound, they can easily run that flag. But that's easier said than done. Bound flying out there, taking out Suspector immediately. Bubu dubu utilizing the sidekick, making that player one shot. Not able to get the kill just yet, but there it is.
Something I've noticed with bubu dubu, he's always got that sidekick whenever he's in this section of the map. He never neglects it. He always opts to pick it up, and it just works, right? Close range. You get the shots in quick, you do that damage. I mean, you'll walk away with that kill. You got to take advantage of the sandbox. And as I say that, even if you have it, sometimes that heat wave just isn't as good as a well-trained BR. Beauty of Halo, at the end of the day, you just got to hit your shots. That flag is out, by the way. It's all the way next to the pedestal, and it's going to go in thanks to bubu dubu and Team FaZe. They're now up 2-1, and Tony, look at the timer.
FaZe capping that flag within the last 30 seconds of the game here. Now Porky J going in for the challenge of Snip3down. Now X's backs are against the wall. They have to make something happen. Meanwhile, FaZe are already pulling another flag. 20 seconds on the clock. There's a chance for sudden death. But if FaZe play good defense, that's going to be it. They take game number 1.
FaZe making XSET feel the pressure. XSET, they got 10 seconds to touch a flag for a sudden death. And at this point, it's not looking likely. You got defense on their base. Bubu is just sitting there, says, come at me. Come at me, I'll take the kills. He'll take them too. One player left, that Suspector sitting below, but honestly, it's just not enough. It's too little too late. A 2-1 for our game 1, and a 1-0 in the series overall. FaZe currently leading, but that was pretty close enough that, Tony, I'm getting pretty excited for what's coming up. How it all comes into play as we finally get in the streets.
Going into Slayer on Streets, game number 2. We have FaZe up 1-0 in the series so far, and XSET knows they do not want to fall 0-2 against a team like that. I promise you, if they smell blood, they will strike. XSET, in my opinion, this is kind of a do-or-die game for XSET.
XSET are no strangers to Slayer. I've watched Cratos, I've watched Suspector and Halo 5. These boys, you know, main Slayers in their own right. They can hold their own. Porky J, FilthyG, haven't seen as much of them, but I know how dominant they've been in Halo 3. Can't wait to see how it translates. Of course, this is their moment, their opportunity. It all comes down to this spanker, center map, a shotgun above as well. What can they do?
It's funny you say that you haven't seen much of them. I saw a lot of them, I played in a game battles match, and I ended up matching up against them. I had no idea who they were, and let me tell you, they put me in the dirt. Yep. Suspector starting off by taking down Snip3down almost immediately off the screen. Meanwhile, FilthyG has his hands on the Bulldog. Let's see what he can do with it.
Porky J just going to lock down center right now. Snip3down sitting in the arcade. Does Porky know? We'll see. Suspector, in the meantime, he's got a bit of a tightrope back there, right? Trying to hang on to his high ground, but getting angled from two sides. Back on board with Snip3down. Still holding down the cafe. Might play, or it's not the cafe, the arcade. I'm going to say maybe he'd play a couple games there, but he's got no time for games. Only Halo. He'll win that fight, too. My God, Suspector, sit down.
Suspector was not ready for that one. Great kill coming out of Snip3down, but meanwhile, FilthyG going to answer back right on the screen here. We're actually hop on board with Falcated, who currently goes down. So one shot, tries to jump up, plays his life. You can avoid so many nades in that danger zone. Bubu dubu going after Cratos immediately.
A nice little spot. I don't see too many people sit in that spot. Suspector was just, he's doing it, sorry, Falcated is doing right now. Jumping up and down there, avoiding nades, Bound with a double on the feed. And a fist to the face of Suspector. Foul will take it. That's 14-5. On the board as we get back on board with Snip3down. Rockets coming up shortly as well, and Snip3down in a great position to help. We'll see.
You said XSET were no strangers to Slayer, but apparently FaZe are not either. This is a dominant lead to open up things. The stick grenade gonna go off, and bubu dubu not able to get it. Luckily, Falcated coming in for the bait and switch. Great trade coming out of him. Every trade really going in favor of the boys in red with that dominant lead. Bubu dubu also having the drop wall, and here's the Sentinel beam.
I do not see much of this weapon. I might not see too much more, though. We'll see. Actually, Bounce got it. Got it back out. Be a very powerful weapon. I think one of the biggest things with that gun is when you shoot your opponent, I believe there's a bit of a visual distortion that makes it kind of difficult to shoot back if you're tagging him up. So we'll see if it comes into play a little bit later on. Bound, of course, still alive, still tagging up FilthyG, and honestly just milks that life long enough for the rocket to come in.
And Snip3down noticing bubu dubu's by himself. What does he do? He rotates over and collapses from 3 different sides. Does FaZe. That's an excellent push coming out of them, but they're not done yet. Falcon actually going in for the challenge on FilthyG. Better be careful, young man. FilthyG is actually nasty, who ends up getting a double kill, taking down Snip3down as well. Hold on. FilthyG's going off, but we're on board now with Porky J.
I mean, they got to keep going off, Tony. It's a 10-kill deficit. Something needs to happen, something big. Porky J's playing it slow. Cratos, Suspector over in the alleyway. FilthyG lock it down left side. They got all the perimeters. They got high ground. The entirety of FaZe in C. So this is the advantage State XSET are looking for, but they don't have resources to take a risk at this point. Instead, gonna hold on with the AR here. Suspector, does he go for the challenge? Snip3down. He's got kills on the feed already. Falcated with one as well, so now they're losing resources. Suspector needs a trade here.
XSET are in trouble right now. I mean, literally, you have FilthyG who has literally 6 out of the team's 12 kills. He has half of the kills by himself. His team is not stepping up at the moment. Snip3down going in for the challenge, and FilthyG actually gonna put his 7th kill on the board. Meanwhile, bubu dubu keeping Porky back, and not only do the shots come in, not only that player one shot, but he's giving off the information for Falcon to come in and easily clean that player up.
Speaking of foul, he's dominating the scoreboard right now. This man 10-3. Winning all of his individual fights and backing down from the ones that don't look good. Bubu dubu with him now and Bound with 2 in the feed. I mean, look at the scoreboard on the other side. It's not looking good for these boys. Cratos 1-8 currently, 2-7 at a Suspector. As much as I know they can slay, they're getting slayed. Can they answer back? Bound sitting, or making him sit down. I was gonna say sitting on him, I guess. Not looking good, no matter which way you shake it here, Tony.
Yeah, producer, do me a favor. Let XSET know the game started. I don't know what's going on because FilthyG is apparently the only person that knows here. Suspector actually is going to get a big kill on bubu dubu. Now he's going to do a great job of staying alive here. And the nades are going to come in, not from the enemy team, but from his teammates. What is happening here?
Okay, he's still alive. It's not pretty, Tony. It's not pretty, but he's up. We'll see what they can do. Bound rotates through here. Does pick up the kill. He's got foul with him, and nice shots at a Suspector. He'll pick up his 4th kill off of that. Needs some momentum, though. What else can he put together here? AR in the back pocket. Nobody close by. He's waiting for it, though, just in case. Suspector's here to cover fire. But they can't afford to trade anymore. 32-18. All they can do is take these individual fights and not take risky challenges as well. We're seeing this with Suspector. Gonna try to back off. I like the movement out of him, but just one step ahead. These players are ready on FaZe right now, and XSET, they can't breathe. It's a double for bubu, and maybe a little more.
And you know what's really crazy to me, Alex, that you're seeing a dominant lead going in favor of FaZe right now, and Snip3down's not even having the best game. I mean, Snip3down currently only having 3 kills for his team right now. So, I mean, imagine coming to the next game where Snip3down's going to probably pop off. How much of a lead are they going to have? FaZe are going off. It's incredible. It really is.
I mean, I kind of like to see it because I know how talented Snip3down is, and a lot of the time he is that main slayer, but when you see foul, you see bubu dubu, Bound, foul and Bound really popping off. It's nice to see that vary. It's nice to see some of these players that haven't hit that spotlight quite as many times showcase that they can carry, that they can take these individual fights and a little bit more here too. Bubu dubu playing very conservatively. Snip3down. Look at, he's really just a line of sight here, right? Snip3down getting assists, holding things down from behind, while his teammates, bubu, Bound, they're getting right up in their faces. And whether it's a trade or a guaranteed kill, or I mean a perfect shots, they're gonna walk away with that W at this point. More than a 10-kill advantage here.
Shots coming in from FilthyG, but the nades are even better. Bound going to be able to get that clean up kill, and we have FaZe joining the 40 kill club. They're now 10 kills away from going up 2-0 in this series. XSET are in trouble.
42 and counting, make it 43. Porky J hits the floor. Bound, he'll continue through, but back on board with Snip3down. Where is he? FilthyG being tricky, but Bound's got him. That's going to drop that why do I want to call it a skewer, Tony? It's a stalker rifle down, and Snip3down's had that all game. and I'm sure he'll put it to good use. 44-25 at this point. It's just a matter of when in this game. And bubu dubu going to still play it safe, right? Despite the fact that they got an advantage, they don't give anything up.
I would love to see the skewing competitive. I think it's interesting.
I think so too.
I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm down, but I love me a stalker rifle even better than that. bubu dubu now going in for the challenge on Suspector. Luckily, Suspector making it as hard as possible on them. And like you said, Snip3down doing a great job of just holding down top C, utilizing this stalker rifle to put that early damage and grab himself some assist, but more importantly, feeding the information to his teammates to collapse. I think that's what's kind of driving this team right now. 44-29 going in favor of Team FaZe. But watch out, Suspector starting to heat up a bit as he hits the black screen.
I mean, we talk about Seaside not being, ideal coming into this game, but you watch how Snip3down and team plays from C, and honestly, it's looking like the game plan, right?
Yeah.
You can lock down those angles with that stalker and just continue to kind of peek out and pester them. And the result of it at this point, 48. Bound now coming up off his spawn. Let's see what he can pick up with the Disruptor. Haven't seen this too much just yet. The residual damage from this gun can be so difficult to deal with. Where we might see it out of Bound. Just continuing to hurt Porky. Porky eventually is going to die. Bound does drop. Val picks it up. 1 kill left for the game. And FaZe, they don't look shaken in the slightest, Tony. That's a confident win of 52-35 to close out game 2.
FaZe are going up 2-0 in this series, and they are now 1 game away from sweeping Exit. I don't know if we have some FaZe fans in the chat. If so, drop your Fs in the chat right now. If you have the emotes, even better.
You know how to do it?
I don't know.
So, in this game, 3 and the last opportunity for XSET to give us a show. Give us a series, which I'd like to see. So, XSET, please wake up or die to FaZe in a 3-0.
So aggressive.
I mean,
hey, you know what? We've seen reverse sweeps in this in our day. We've casted them ourselves. We've even seen them in this tournament.
Yesterday.
So anything is possible here. XSET, show us what you got. Kratos, I've heard you say many times that you are the best player in Halo. It's your time to prove it.
I mean, I do have to respect the man for speaking it into existence. I think that's one of the important keys to success, just in general in life. But in the end of the day, I mean, these players, they put just as much time, if not more time, into ensuring that Cratos is not the best, so we'll see. Of course, on board with Cratos, going to land an opportunity for the sniper here. Needs to kill bubu first and deletes him. And here's what I like to see out of Cratos. Put something together.
Momentary 2 down for each of these teams, and the sniper rifle now in the hands of Cratos as that power-up is coming up. A Snip3down actually putting some great damage, and Bound going to get the cleanup kill. So that power-up still in play. Snip3down taking down FilthyG. Can they get it? They need that overshirt. They can grab that overshirt. They can mount the push.
Oh, the attempt was good, but the shot didn't land. Not where it needed to. Foul walks away with that kill, and he didn't play that snipe either. Couldn't do it and do it in time. So Foul and team might have that snipe. You have a melee coming in from bubu dubu. Porky J does turn one, and Suspector actually managed to walk away with the sniper. A body shot to start. Snip3down better get in that doorway, because Suspector's looking for him.
And he was able to get down to the doorway. Sadly, FilthyG was there to get the cleanup kill, and Suspector immediately going to drop the ball off towards his teammate. He has some sniping to do.
Bound's going to barrel straight through center map here. Can't quite get the kill. A little bait and switch here with Kratos Suspector. Going to toss a couple nades just to stay alive a little longer here. Suspector, I think, still has a snipe in the back pocket. Not sure if it has ammo. Got the repulsor unlocked, 2-3 uses. What can he put together?
Shots coming in from Suspector, and just buys enough time for FilthyG to come in for the cleanup kill, but there's multiple FaZe members now going to push in. They're trying to clean up the one shot. Suspector still having the sniper rifle in hands, and now we have 3 players for Exit. A 4v4 situation, but not for long, because 3 down go Exit.
Suspector with 1. Suspector, oh, he does get 2 for the double. Nice little connection, and the man opened things up. Hopefully for his team. Snip3down almost collecting that OS. It does get dropped, I believe, by FilthyG. That in contention. All while that happens, Foul going to hold on to the ball, get some scrappy time on it. Bound going to clean up a kill as he flies on through outside. Ball now down bottom map. We'll see what he can do.
Nobody having numbers advantage just yet. I think Falcated was the first player to go down. Bound now making his way over towards the tower, but he is going to trade off kills. FilthyG following up with the heat wave, putting down the damage on Snip3down, winning that individual damage battle. But Snip3down going to utilize that repulsor to stay alive, and FilthyG having nothing to do but back down and play his life.
FilthyG with that suppressing fire, massive, right? It backed these players off. It's giving Cratos an opportunity to steal that ball back and maybe get away a little farther with it. Suspector dead on the feed, and so is Cratos. That ball taken, unfortunately. I don't think it was played. Got bound, gonna jump back up, take the kill, and the heat wave as well. So FaZe, a bit of a roll here, might be getting started. I mean, despite all of this, though, the time, I mean, still slightly in the favor of XSET. We haven't seen quite a bit of control. Set up a remote detonation. What is that, Tony?
That's when you actually shoot the nades on the ground, and the explosion from the nades actually gets the kill, and we saw that coming out of Falcated. That was fancy.
I mean, I wish I saw it. Didn't quite get to see it. Still on board with Snip3down. Bound with the sniper. Here's something we don't want to miss, and hopefully he doesn't miss. He's got multiple outside. Snaps onto Cratos. Body shot in. It's just not enough for a kill. It'll back him off. Snip3down with a flank. Gonna delete FilthyG for it. Can he play this post? Not quite. Cratos will take him. Okay.
All right.
Back to Bound with perfect timing. Unfortunately for him, he drops with the sniper. Bubu gonna get some hands on the ball. And we'll see how much more he can get as far as time here. 59 on the board.
FilthyG making his way over towards sandbags. He's well aware that overshield's coming up in just a second. The nades are coming in to try to shut down Snip3down, but not able to get the kill. That's coming in the opposite way. Meanwhile, Suspector taking down bubu, but Suspector gonna go down as well. So do 3 members on Team FaZe, and FilthyG able to get the overshield largely because of it.
FilthyG with the OS. A rotation out through C side. That ball still in center map. FilthyG sitting up on top of tower. You'd like to see him use that OS. Maybe get aggressive with it. See what happens there. Bubu, in the meantime, going to rotate out through center. There's Filthy. And Bubu sees it. He backs off immediately. Porky J with the kill in the feed. Foul with the snipe. And interesting use of the repulse. I think he's trying to anticipate a nade throw his way. Repulse it back. Bubu and Bound with kills. Suspector can't quite get one with the heat wave because of the perfect shots at a foul.
Perfect to come out of Falcated, but not able to get that cleanup kill. Slides in there despite being one shot. Bubu having that mangler, forced to back down over towards bottom mid, and somehow FaZe still putting some good time on the board, and bubu's on a flank.
Bubu with 4 repulsors in the back pocket here, and a bang to shut him down. That's a double for him. He could get a lot more started here. He's got a heat wave back pocket, plenty to work with. And honestly, just lock down bottom map. Spawners out B side. That's Cratos and Porky. Snip3down holding the ball. This might be the last ball hold right here. All spawners coming up in B, and they've opened that up and allowed it too. See how they're blocking the entire map? You got Falcated sitting out front door of A to ensure it's a B side spawn. And because of it, they might all die to quite the impressive spawn trap here. Nice trade. Is it enough though? Not quite.
Mangler shots coming in, even repulsing that player back to shut down any push. That's going to be a 1-0 round win for FaZe. They are now 1 round away from coming out. Exit, you got to step up now.
It's a beautiful close out of FaZe, though. Just to kind of look back on that, the way they spread out to force the spawn, like there's not much you can do if you spawn in B. You got to walk through open field, essentially, to make any progress. So great way to shut out the team. And 1 more shutout, and that's it for the series. Bound going to get up behind enemy lines. This trade. Back on board with Bubu, though.
And bubu even having an assault rifle in his back
Nice
pocket.
slide.
Excellent slides coming in. Cratos is going to take down bubu, kind of making himself an easy target right there. FilthyG going to rotate over towards the C side and maybe try to put some pressure onto Overshield, which has come up. And Falcated was able to get away with the Overshield, so watch out for him.
Okay, so Porky, Cratos with progress.
Oh my.
What a sandwich. What even happened there? I think somebody got deleted with the heat wave. Cratos got one before he died. Ultimately, OS out of the picture. FilthyG in trouble, though. Bubu so ready, bottom mid, to ensure this man does not escape. Ball still up, ready to be grabbed. And Falcated can ensure nobody is there to do it.
Falcated was working a little 1-2 combo with his teammate, but he trusts his teammates to get the slays. Drops down for the ball, gets himself a mangler here, so they have the slays advantage. They already have that tower side set up. FaZe are poised to make a run. Can they capitalize?
FaZe just looking so comfortable at this point in the game. You got a snipe in their hands as well. Not quite sure who has it, but somebody on FaZe with a snipe in the tower. Falcated locking it down. You got bubu with him. So Bubu with the snipe, I believe, and a mangler in the back pocket, a foul as well. Multiple. Wait, we got a ninja on the feed as well. I think Snip3down just ninja Suspector. No. I mean, Tony, it's all coming together for FaZe, and at this point, XSET, I mean, dare I say, they're just flailing. They need an answer.
Yeah, as FaZe was rotating that ball over toward the tower side, they already had 2 down, so a second round of slaves is very easy for them to get. They're holding on to this setup. Bounds now sitting over towards sandbags, and Overshield is about to come up, and there's not enough kills on the board. Exit needs to wake up.
They don't have time to wake up. They got to do something. OS didn't get applied. Foul's still here to ensure that nobody gets it except him. We'll see. Cratos with eyes on it. Suspector wants a piece. That's 3 players that will charge him down. Keep the OS on the map here. Bound's going to continue to peek out and make things tricky. Sniped down with a flank. Not quite enough, though. They'll delete him. That ball's still in the center of the map. Will they get these kills, right? It's nice to see all this carnage at an XSET, but it needs to convert to time. So finally, they pick up the ball. They're going to rotate it back to C. And we'll see if they can get some sort of a setup together. Suspector, important line of defense. He does double back, though.
Yeah, Exit started winning their rounds of slaves. They actually ended up forcing FaZe to play the ball and even got the overshield because of it. So now Exit starting to show a little bit of life here. Bubu Dubu going immediately for that challenge. The trade's actually going to come in. So now Cratos now going right at Snip3down here. And hold on, Exit are getting dangerous.
XSET with an opportunity. 25 points to their name already, but Foul with a sneaky play coming in. Bound with a pickup on Porky. Foul going to sit top tower. Snipe currently up. Bubu Dubu, Falcated. It looks like it's going to be Foul. Who picks it up? How does he put it together? Head level, snaps onto the shoulder for 1. FilthyG with a trade on the feed. Bubu Dubu with 1 as well. Players dropping left and right. Ball now up. Suspector will try to get it. Put Snip3down there to ensure that he doesn't get far. Looks like the entire team of XSET, though, is there to help Porky with that rotation. So nice work with the heat wave. All while it happens, Foul still has the snipe.
FaZe wants to go on a 43-0 run. It's actually been dropped down to just a 10-kill lead. Exit has done a great job of coming back into this game, but Falcated is still having that sniper rifle, and as long as he does, anything is possible. One good round of slaves, and the setup is going to be back in and locked for Cratos. Going in, taking out Bubu Dubu, getting the double kill on Snip3down, almost able to get the triple, ends up getting the assist, and Exit have a setup of their own.
This is beautiful out of Cratos. Huge kills out of Cratos. Going to drop Foul as well. Snipe in his hands. OS now up. Ball in their hands. And his reticle trained on it. Oh, couldn't quite snap on the Bubu. Oh, he'll hit that, though. He'll whiff the second shot, but man, that's enough to put a dent in their plans here. FilthyG notices they're not going to get OS, so he brings the ball to the edge and plays it immediately. And I wonder, it's interesting, right? He could have held it for a couple extra seconds. Instead, he played it early to try to fight. Bit of an interesting dilemma there. Either way, he knew he would die.
Cratos already putting the shots on Bound. Forced the back now. Now Snip3down holding the mangler, waiting for anybody to overextend, but the nades are coming in hot. Falcated already watching top mid. They have a setup locked in, but Suspector going to get that first kill on Bound here. The heat wave comes in, but FilthyG is winning, and somehow Snip3down getting right behind enemy lines. It takes a little bit of team nades. Exit putting FaZe 3 down, but the ball was played. Luckily, Porky J's on it, rotating that ball back towards the seaside tower. Beautiful
work out of Porky J. The entirety of XSET, they're committed to tower side, but Porky J just in position to pick up the ball immediately and get out and keep the run in their favor. Now 63 and counting, your Suspector going to come up forward. And the Falcated just melt the man, send them to another dimension there. Heat wave sits down on the floor, Snip3down under pressure. Going to rotate down the bottom mid. He needs to stay up and make things very tricky for XSET, but XSET with real progress here, Tony. They could walk away with a round.
And mind you guys, FaZe does have 1 round up, so Exit having an ample opportunity to tie things up and force a round number 3 as Falcated now chasing Porky J, who was able to play the ball. Luckily, Falcated getting the double kill right there. Snip3down's actually ready for the early pull on the ball, but Cratos and FilthyG are still up.
Foul with the movement, too. Love the slide off right there. Gets behind the box, stays alive, ball in their hands. 90 points to XSET. 1 ball hold could be the game. The series. But they have to get that hold first. 69 and counting here. Cratos in trouble. Shots into Bound, knows he needs to double back. FilthyG picks up a crucial kill. Porky J with 1 as well. 3 dead. Ball gets played, but Cratos in position. He can pick it up immediately. This is the opportunity XSET have been waiting for. He's got the heat wave. He's got the ball. A rotation to C. The final seconds here, and somehow he dies. Bound with a nade. Can they get to the ball?
Bounds already over towards the tower. He ends up throwing an excellent nade over towards Suspector, but not able to get the kill, and it looks like that's going to be it. We're going to a round number 3. If FaZe win this next round, the series is over. If Exit win it, they'll have a bit of momentum.
Honestly, Tony, I love to see it. We've got some signs of life at an XSET. They're not ready to go down without a fight. Can they put it together in this final round? On board with Falcated, who wants to ensure they can't. We'll see. Bound gets right up in the face. That was actually FilthyG, who got obliterated. Back on board with Snip3down. Going to play it slow. Ball in their hands and a rotation to A to start and an early hold here for FaZe.
Falcated already having use of that heat wave. Bound actually going to rotate this ball over towards the A side because the spawners for XSET are spawning over towards tower. Meanwhile, bubu dubu holding things down. Snip3down able to get the overshield. Another setup locked in for FaZe.
Look at Snipe put it together. Cratos now down for the count. Going to sneak up onto FilthyG. Couple shots in, leaves him behind. Target prioritization here. Knows that that kill is counted for. Instead, deal with Porky. Put the man down. Reversal kill. Jumps back out for Suspector. And he didn't need to. Foul's got it. Under control.
Falcated is going off. That's a beautiful double kill coming out of him. Multiple players going down on the kill feed here for XSET. Snip3down spawning over towards Dummy Street, so they know that the pressure is coming on the opposite side. What does Falcated do? Rotate over, watching top mid, ends up almost bodying that player, and he even has a heat wave in the back pocket.
Tony, look what happens when you poke the bear, essentially, right? They win round 2. All of a sudden, FaZe says, nuh-uh, that's not how it goes. You're not winning a game on us. We're going to get a ball hold to 65 and counting off of a single hold. This is from the beginning of the game here, Tony. They have not let go of the ball since the game started.
Well, you know, in round number 2, they did go on a 43-0 run,
okay.
And obviously XSET were able to come back, so anything is possible here as FilthyG holding the ball in hands, and Cratos watching sandbags the early damage and to come in and force him to back down.
On board with Cratos. Big pickup on the Falcated. Found that weak out in front of him. Double. Shots into bubu as well. Leaves him behind. Can't re-challenge just yet. Suspector here to help. OS about to pop. An opportunity for XSET to not only collect more time on the ball, but an OS as well. And bubu dubu knows that. He'll back out, can come back with the team. All 4 members of the team coordinating around that OS currently. Falcated above, Snip3down. Looks like he's going to drop down for this. I think that OS must have been picked up by Blue here. Nice little bait and switch, though. Suspector counted for. We got Cratos here. Good luck. That's a double to foul. Thought it was bubu for a second. And maybe a little more.
I love the dedication of FaZe to wait for their teammates to spawn up before they actually try to initiate any kind of push. It's that teamwork which allows them to break these setups that XSET are able to hold. But, I mean, while it's happening, XSET are still putting good damage on the board. So they're waiting. They have to also win the gunfights. That's important. They have to break it as Falcated and bubu dubu are now making it over towards A house. The slaves are coming in. 2 down for each of these teams, and bubu dubu has the ball.
XSET with quite a blow back, but is it enough, right? 47. FaZe pick up the ball again. Cratos with a double. He'll drop to Snip3down. Ball still in play. Snip3down rightfully backs out, knows he can't stay on it. Shots into Porky. Snipe in the hands of Foul. Snip3down with a hell of a rotation. Scary, but it works. And it gets him just out of the line of fire for Foul to pick up a couple shots here.
Sniper rifle still in the hands of Falcated. He has multiple players with him. They're going to collapse over toward the A side of the map, but there's 2 players here. The first no-scope going to miss it, so does the second one. FilthyG not going to allow him to get any advantages on that one. Now back on board with Suspector coming from XSET.
Foul delayed quite a bit of time right there, though. All time that's been relayed over to bubu dubu and team now 82 points before he drops that ball, plays it out. Suspector seeing it, gonna back out. He can pick up the ball himself. Porky J with a kill on the bound. Another rotation to A. The man's got a heat wave in the back pocket. They got a snipe in the base here. Snip3down not afraid of it, though he will have to back down now. FilthyG needs to guard the door. And bubu dubu right here to delete him.
Slaves heavily going in favor of Team FaZe. The setup has actually been broken, and now they're having the ball in hands. And we're approaching the end game here. They're 15 seconds away from coming out with the win. But Porky J has the overshield.
Less than 10 seconds away. Oh, wait a second. Snip3down is hiding behind the wall here. Oh, he got the melee in. Didn't get the back smack. He'll spin and take him, but 92 points here. Ball sits down. And they did manage to stop it for now. Porky J, no more OS. Great positioning. And great movement as well. Can he stay alive, though? bubu dubu looking for him. Drops the drop wall. FilthyG staying by the doorway. Rotates the ball out. Just narrowly gets away. But look at the kill feed. bubu dubu with 2. And FilthyG, he didn't take the ball with him. That ball is now collected by Bound. This man needs a double. He'll get it. Ball now fumbled at 97. They cannot afford to drop it, but they will. Snip3down will shut them down for the last time in the game and in the series. That's a 3-0. XSET, they tried. They tried, Tony. It just wasn't enough.
Eric Rona coming in on top. His team actually went 3 down right there. What does he do? He drops a double kill, grabs the ball, puts the final 3 seconds in, and stops any chances for Exit to come in. Eric Rona, you're a beast.